welcome to A Lesson Shared. Welcome everybody to the second episode of A Lesson Shared. Welcome everyone to the new set of A Lesson Shared. Welcome everyone to A Lesson Shared. Welcome everybody to another episode of A Lesson Shared. Hello guys, welcome to the final and most exhilarating episode we have yet. I'm so glad to have the team on the couch with us, and this is the final episode. I think we've put enough sweat and tears into these episodes, and we actually just wanted to come back to you guys and just celebrate this moment and just feel so exhilarated and so powerful in this moment. And like this dream has been something we all are kind of like this has been crazy. So, thank you for joining us. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're so glad for those who are following us now. And this is a big finale for us. And we're so happy to have you on the show. So, thank you. Let me reintroduce the team, because I can. This is the beautiful set designer, Shamima Hendricks. She has been amazing. She's literally built every single set we had right up down to this final episode, and her vision and just the way she's just done that creative set has been an absolute amazing time. So Shamima, do you want to say something quickly and just say hi?
Hi. So I've actually been on the first episode.
Yes.
Yeah, the first episode, and my experience was I was very scared, I'm not gonna lie. And so super shy, but I think throughout the season I've seen the team being on the podcast and me setting up the displays and the set designs. I built some more confidence. So
yeah. No, it's definitely been just amazing working with you and just seeing your growth and how you put everything together. I can't wait for us to start getting like big brand campaigns, because the clients are gonna love you. And Adele Patel, always come ready. You have built your life on style and such elegance and such class. Having to translate that on a daily basis and getting in on the episode and trying to share that experience with other people. How have you found that?
First of all, working with Mima was amazing. I've known Shamima for a while, and just getting to know her better and working with her as a team member was amazing, and it was so much fun. The same with you, Chrissy.
Thank you.
And you, Clarence. Don't forget about Clarence. So, yeah, guys, it wasn't easy, because for me, I always just used to, do the styles and work on mood boards and things. So it was never physical, never trying to teach other people how to wear certain items. It was always just putting things together, never explaining it, and it wasn't easy. But I find it fun, and I find it interesting that I can actually be a teacher, which is, I could never think that I would be a teacher. But they say you will never know until you try.
Yes.
So I tried, and here I am.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, thank you. We love you and we love it. And Clarence. I think Clarence, guys, that's the amazing footage you guys get to see. The amazing editing, the styling. I think Clarence is an element and a talent on his own. I see you reaching really very far with your career. But what has it been like working with the ladies, working in a creative set? And I just want to say, interesting enough, you guys don't get to see that behind the scenes a lot. But Shamima and Clarence are like, it's not even water and oil. It just blends smoothly. I don't know, what is that? Is that a martini shaken and stirred? What is that elegant opulence that you want to talk about? Whenever we see what they come up with, just the two of them, it's like magic. But how are you? How do you feel about this creative process?
I think this creative process is amazing, and I think our collaborative work is more like petrol and what can I say? Petrol and yeah, anything that makes an explosion.
Love it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the work we produce is very explosive. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always happy. Because even before we started shooting today, like everyone just got together and we put the whole set together.
Yeah.
It's always fun, you know. And I think we've all built an amazing relationship over the
Yeah.
past few
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Because we were not this close and connected, but
Mm.
now
Yeah.
Now it's like a thing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
people are connecting with us
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So it's,
You know,
it's so
it's
interesting.
amazing.
Yeah. I am really, really blessed, and I feel like again, us coming back again later on after these episodes and seeing how this goes, it's going to be such an interesting dynamic considering all we've learned. I see us going even higher because when I see the quality of work that we're able to pull out over the 6 episodes, that just seals it all for me. So I want to thank everybody and thank you for your support and thank you for being out there. So it's you guys in the comment section, it's you guys who are following us on our socials and you buying into the brands, the big brand stories, and supporting our local designers and supporting our local businesses. I think that's even the highlight of everything. So thank you so much for joining A Lesson Shared. Welcome to the final and most exhilarating episode we have yet. Creative, you're creative and you want to just go. I know, like, keep going. May your growth continue. Now welcome back, everyone. We're still in the segment, but I thought I'd give you guys a breakdown of the concept of the show, how it fits into the greater scale of PN Influence Networks. So PN Influence Networks is the agency. It's a digital marketing agency. We specialize in creating digital content on behalf of brands. We really want to talk about elevating a better story, but not only that, it's the distribution of that piece of content, right? It's like, how do you promote a piece of content? But I think adding this A Lesson Shared was a vision of mine, one, to sort of give back a platform to communities that are unheard, for them to have a voice, to build businesses, to find a supportive platform that allows them to, be able to connect with consumers, because I deal a lot with how that consumer journey looks for brands. I just wanted to be able to own a platform where brands can come in and say, oh, okay, can you distribute this piece of content to me for people who are like-minded, who are professional, and who want to get somewhere in life. And I think people like myself who come to the offices, have big dreams. Sometimes you're employed, sometimes you're not. Retrenchment here, build a business there. I think we needed like a resource that says, what is that support look like? How many of them are out there? what do people use in terms of resources? How do they still look good mentally, physically, spiritually, and how does that end up being the success? Because I think everybody's got a different language for success. My success is seeing everybody else succeed. I like the idea. Actually, a friend once said to me that they see me, I'm not so much of a leader, I'm not so much of a follower. I take more of an advisory role. And I feel very comfortable in that because I feel like I can see things from a lens that is quite exciting and quite diverse. And I like to surround myself with different minds, different bodies of thinking, because that means if somebody's got a different set of problems, I have all this grain. Yes. So a lesson shared was about, again, sharing those lessons, finding people, because everybody has an experience in this earth, and there's something you can contribute to help your fellow mankind to get to their next level. One piece of advice may not work for you, but another person's advice may work for you. And I think that's the thing about being a community of people and a community of occupying this earth, is you keep getting to these various crossroads, and everybody's learning one diverse area, and it's when you meet that person at that road, what are you sharing? Are you please don't kill us, but elevate us, send us on our way, wish us well, and we'll meet at the next crossroad again, and we keep doing these paths that keep moving. So for me, that is the most exciting thing about being on YouTube, being on a lesson shared under Peer and Influence Network. So guys, if you guys have a good brand story and you feel like you wanna chat to me about my skill set and how I can help you guys, please do. But otherwise, we've also got an amazing set of talent on this group right now, on this panel, that you can also work with. So yeah, let's open that up, and exciting times. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back in a moment. Well, welcome back to the segment. I think let's break down, guys.
Yes.
Was this everything you expected it to be?
No,
No.
no, not at
No.
all. Oh my God, no.
No.
I remember I was thinking like, oh, it's just 6 episodes, probably gonna run over 6 weeks, and this was like what, in May, and we are now almost 3 months later.
3 months later.
And it's not to say that we don't have enough planning. I think what we wanted to do is we wanted to build so many people to come into the stories.
Yeah.
The challenge was getting the guests. Getting people comfortable with having something to contribute, something to say, and half the time you're like, yeah, you can do this, we love this point of view, and then they just don't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
and you're like, okay, if you're not gonna, then we have to replan and reshift
And
things
we
around.
need to look for different topics to
fill in the space. But I think we did a great job, and I think that's the power of having that reflex to say, okay, well, if there's a problem.
Yeah, and also it's just has taken a lot of planning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're not that in.
A lot of planning. Even meeting the client. Getting to know who they are.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
Yes, and making sure that you can be true to their visions, right? I think that's the most crazy thing.
Yeah.
But I know, Clarence, you were busy saying what you love about us is having pre-planning.
Pre-planning,
for every single episode.
Yeah, it helps. I mean, even setting this set up, like this
Where's the chair?
sofa, this white thing, this table, the balloons, it's planned.
Yeah.
And this, when we got here, wasn't like this, and we set up the whole thing, put the cameras there. People don't know how long it takes to like get that good shot. And to get that good shot,
over there.
people don't know.
And I think also how's everybody feeling at that time. Like how are we gonna feel on set today? Do we feel like being comfortable? Do we feel like sitting upstairs? So it's also about how we are feeling. Are we ready? So that's based on our mood and how we sit at this place.
I also think like the process where you then come in and you present the mood boards and be like, okay guys, what are we saying on this episode? And then you're like, oh, I know where I'm gonna put the balloon here, put a sparkle there, a trinket there, and then by the time clients comes and does the shot, you're looking at it through the camera, you're like, what? Just the surprise of the visuals that we're able to come up with. It's just super, super, super
I
crazy.
actually really learned something. Even being in the visual industry, working with clients, first of all, He's amazing, dude.
Can we eat one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this amazing
Strawberry.
I really like eating something sweet.
Okay.
And me doing something, setting these sets up and doing it a certain way and make sure it's balanced. But looking it through Clarence lens is a completely different world.
Yeah. You get
Yeah.
surprised. You're like, what?
And I was like, what I see and what he sees is completely different.
Yeah.
And I think,
I get surprised too.
Yeah.
You do. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
His most prophetic word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I'm like, can you see
Really?
through this Clarence? Is it working? He's
Yeah.
like, no. So I literally have to like shift everything
Mhm.
Yeah.
until we're on the same page.
Yeah.
But that's cool, especially if you have a cool bond with your team.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yes.
you
Working
understand
together.
one another.
Yeah.
I understand Adele's vision. She understands mine.
Yeah.
You,
Yes.
Chris,
I know.
comes up with these amazing concepts as well.
Yep.
And it's so cool because we can
Yeah.
actually just lay it out on the table and plan it together.
Plan it
And that is the coolest part of everything.
Yeah.
I enjoy.
Yeah, and I think like for myself, I've always been part in the media industry. I'm always like, once the content has been shot, once the ad has been done, production is that's when I come in and we sort of try to figure out how to best promote it, how to
Yeah.
best distribute that piece of content. Having to go through the process like right from the beginning, like what are the props, what is the narrative,
Yeah.
how are you going to compose the shots. And I think one thing I do think we need to have appreciation for the platform that we have is that I almost feel like the simpler the set, the better. Because
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
we
Yes.
had lights galore,
Yes.
it was there's a
Shadows
shadow
everywhere.
here.
Yes, yes, all over.
And I like, we have interesting lights here, hey? Like these, you know.
I think
Yeah,
even
they're really interesting.
from working from our first episode, we had like everything going.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as time went on and we went on to our next and our next,
Yeah.
we obviously see things in a
Different way. Yeah.
So we're
there's-
trying to do less is more.
Mhm.
Basically,
Less is more.
That's what we're trying to
Mm.
do, and it's much easier. And
Yeah.
not me and anyone. It's just like, you know. So I'm happy with how things are being
Going
played out.
Yes. Watch out for season 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an amazing one. Okay, so now let's talk about episode 1. When you built the set, Shamima, like how did you get those visual references? How did you think about like, are you like was there things you want to add? But basically, how did you
I
get
think
that
like,
going?
yeah, our first episode was the most challenging episode for me
Mm.
because we just all met one another.
Yeah.
I have such a good, amazing team, guys. I just wanted to say that. I didn't really know everyone's personality and who they are, and I basically wanted to set up designs based on everybody who they are, you know, so
Yeah.
we can all feel comfortable. Especially for me, I was very nervous. But also, I wanted to set some platform on a set that we will do throughout, which
Yeah.
will be for each podcast,
Yeah.
opposed to our designers. Maybe we're shooting in studio, that's different. But I wanted to have something where viewers can relate to every time, like, okay, they're going to have the chats on their couch.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
something to that effect. So
Okay.
yeah, that's basically.
No, I think it's a very intimate set, and I think it's well lit, it's well connecting, and it allows the energy between the guests to flow.
Yeah.
It becomes that intimacy
Yeah.
that we love.
Yeah.
And Clarence, for you, just setting up the cameras and making sure that the story comes out. Like, what did you think about the set when it was finally built?
Every time, because one thing I love, we have this incredible studio, but that camera right there, it was there.
Yeah.
And then I realized that shot is not working. And I move it there, and I move it there.
Yeah.
Although that one is always there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is the Sony
Standard one.
A7 III.
Okay.
Always there. Then that one, it just moves around.
Yes.
Just to give close-ups and whatever. But yeah, it's a huge space. It's not like we have a small space where I struggle to put the cameras.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we have a big space. We have the table here. It never hinders. We
Yeah.
just choose to put whatever there.
Yeah.
So it's, and I like that we have so many things to play around with.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, the blue couch,
Couch.
sometimes the green couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing just to add depth in the background. The tree there. Sometimes we put the light. People probably saw in other episodes where we're putting the light just to add,
Yeah.
all of those things add something.
depth
you
to
know,
the- yeah.
the light that we normally put there adds depth. Today
Yeah.
we chose to put a tree.
Yeah.
You know, to bring the life, because you know this tree for me, what it signifies is growth.
That's
Yeah.
Because when I look back at episode
Episode
1
1.
to episode 6 right now,
Yeah.
so much growth.
Right?
We've grown a lot.
Yeah.
Like looking at the guests that we've had.
Yes,
Yes,
incredible.
amazing.
Yeah, I remember how every time after shooting, we'd get so excited and like how
Yeah.
motivating the
The
episode
wow,
was
Yes,
for
yes,
us.
Yes.
You know, so
Yes.
it's incredible. I think we also learned a lot from
Yeah.
how we were
Yeah.
episode 1, with a lot of challenges, and then episode 2 we tried to see. Episode 1. That camera had a very bad. The white balance on that camera. Yeah, the white balance was something else. The camera was shaking as well, but now it's
Yeah.
steady. The white balance is okay. This one, the good thing, it shoots 4K. It's sharp, but there I had a lot of challenges there. Just so that everyone may know. Episode 1, we also had bad audio, but now we
Yes,
have the most
yes.
amazing audio, must say.
True that.
It's insane. Okay, luckily we've got that together, and then obviously we came into like episode 2, and I think that's where we had our first client.
Yes.
Full
yes.
Bloom
That was so awesome.
Creations,
We
Nadine.
grown a lot from episode 1 to episode 2. We were like,
Immediately,
Yeah.
like right then and there, client
Yes.
comes in, it's like,
Yeah.
this is what I want to do. Let's get this thing going and let's shoot this thing, and it was so nice, and her products was so amazing, so
Yeah.
colorful, and so nice. And then obviously that's the time we built a set for AD
Yeah.
with the clothing rail.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
clothing rail.
Yes.
So that was
I
my
enjoyed
first.
shooting that.
Yeah, and that was my first set. People, that was my first set where I had to speak. And then I'm like, before I came to the office, I was like, do I speak the English dictionary or do I speak the American dictionary? Because there's dinner and supper. Who's gonna understand me? Which one? And I'm like, Eddie, why don't you just be you?
Yeah.
And just by being me, I felt comfortable. Because in corporate, you need to say lihaze and you use all these big words. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't you just make it simple? Because I wanna reach so many people. So just by being simple and just by being me
Yeah.
and imparting what I need to impart unto other people so that they can become better, it would just be simple for me to be AD.
Yeah.
And then once I became very comfortable with myself, in the process, it was actually so much fun.
Yeah.
And just meeting Nadine and,
Yeah.
putting her products
Yeah.
out there. And for me, it's all about empowering local designers, because I feel we have a huge platform for that to happen in South Africa, and that was always my thing, to empower and to create jobs in South Africa, and just to help each other. Because as women, we are told that we need to be in competition with each other. But one thing I must say, I work with an amazing team where that doesn't happen, because why do I need to be in competition with any of these beautiful women? We all bring something to the show. We all have a role to play, and you know what? You are you, and I'm Chrissy is Chrissy, and Mima is Mima. So that's Clarence is Clarence. I always leave him out. Sorry, my brother. I love you. But yeah, that's the vision and that's the calling. So for me, I just needed to find me in that area,
Yeah.
and to find my voice. And when I found my voice, it was just growth and beautiful, and I'm comfortable with myself, which is amazing.
Hallelujah. Yes. Go. I think for me it was, I know myself when I'm busy at the office and I'm busy trying to prep for a campaign and doing all the stuff that I'm doing. Like guys, I never look like this. Like, go to the behind footage, you probably see me going. But I knew, like, when I wanted to come to set, I wanted to put on this personality, that's got the hair, that's got the jewelry, that's got the makeup, that's got the clothing, and I think that's partially
Did you not have a
inspired.
different hairstyle for each
Yeah,
episode?
yes. And we love the hairstyles.
I
eh?
did the mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even the outfits.
Yes, the outfits.
You guys, like, the outfit is on point.
Yeah, I think that's what, and this is the important thing that you want to say, is you need to surround yourself with the people you want to be,
Yeah.
and don't feel intimidated by
Yeah.
being around them and saying, just because I'm not like them, I shouldn't be around them, when there's things you could take.
Yeah.
For me, being around AD puts me in a position for don't wear that. Don't do that, Chrissy. Don't do
I love you, Chrissy. You know I love you. I love you.
So when I go through that, I just like, okay,
It's
but
true.
I'm not gonna take this as intimidation because she's fabulous and she knows how to put it together. Like for her, oozing style and oozing elegance comes so normal for you, right? And then some of us, literally, you put on a t-shirt
So
and you're
much
like,
effort.
you just want to be decent. I just want to be decent. I was actually, somebody was saying to me the other day, like, you have this tomboy style, but you've got these big hips and you've got this like just voluptuous body, and I envision myself as being this person who could just put on some chino pants, some plaid, and just, you know, be just for creative. I just want to be thinking about creative things. I don't want to be creative, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So being on the show has actually amped up my interest in getting back into fashion because it's something that I love, but I do know obviously it's always a work in progress to get to this vision of myself that I want to be. And half the time, guys, if I'm not like looking all great and whatever, best believe I'm at my most creative best. Okay, so sometimes you may think of a person, and it's kind of like the artist, right?
Yeah.
The more he's got paint on himself, but
Yeah.
the reckless he is, by the time he says, okay, I'm done, it's like,
Yeah.
oh wow, he came out of the studio and there's a masterpiece going on. Maybe
Yeah.
Clarence is in there editing footage. Clarence, do you want some coffee? No. You know, but when they come out of there, it's like, kabam.
Yeah.
So think of me like that. I'm trying to console myself. Let us know what you think of the fashion, guys, in the comment section. Let us know what you're thinking and how much you're loving AD. Obviously, we'll tag her as well so you guys can get to see her on socials and follow her and get some more tips if you've got any. But yeah, thank you. We'll be right back.
And we back.
And we're back, guys. I wish you guys would see the behind the scenes, the soulful reminiscent. Obviously, we don't want to bore you with some of the stuff that you guys were not part of, but you were part of such a great series and you've been following us around. And I think where we want to start actually is just discussing our creative process, right? So obviously we create all these great concepts. Already we knew that we were going to shoot a 6-part episode, but we could have never predicted some of the stuff that actually happened to roll that stuff out. All of the re-engineering, all of the repurposing, and just finding various other means of doing them, because as much as you can put a lot of planning in, real life sort of comes into play. One of the best tools we actually had was the way we used to do the mood boards.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, just you being a visual designer, set designer, like how much does that play into your creative process? Remember that? Mood boards are very important. I love what they do.
I think it's also maybe, like, to me, it's just obviously getting to know the client,
Yes.
what they're all about, and their vision and their design, and that gives me just of inspiration for that mood boards, to be creating those amazing mood boards.
Yeah.
That's basically the most important thing, to create those attractive and creative mood boards to my style.
And I think like when I looked at them every single time, they gave me the tone, they
Yes.
gave me the color
The
palette,
Yeah.
they gave you the visual intrinsics that you're looking for. I mean, I always felt like I knew what I was going to expect when I came on set, which is again was very comforting.
Yeah.
But then it like surprised me even more with how you actually get it to come out in real life. But I think understanding that, putting that visual representation and making sure that people buy into the tone, the conversation, it's part of communications actually, and allowing us to come onto set already predictively knowing how that's
And
going to work.
also the part of the presentations that I obviously did was something for us also to work on together as a team.
Yeah.
Where I would have options for
Yeah.
us to have nice seats and displays, and that was the fun part of it.
Yeah.
You know, so
And what would you say surprised you the most about working with Clarence?
with Clarence.
Yeah, because I feel like you guys are like the dynamic duo. I keep thinking the dynamic duo. What I know when these two come, like I just want to know what you think. Yeah.
I learned a lot from Clarence.
Yeah.
He is a real great guy.
Yeah.
Very intelligent.
Yes.
You know, very caring, very understanding. He sees things visually like I do, but he's just through his lens.
Yes.
I'm just like reality.
So he sets the dreams.
He
makes the dreams. Yeah.
and he gets me.
Yeah.
So if I say I like this,
Yeah.
he's like, okay. And that's all.
Like,
I hear
yeah,
from
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Then he's like, do you really want this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Then he's like, what do you want?
Yeah.
So he gives me that of where I can actually just be myself
Yeah.
also. And yeah, from there we create amazing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to add something to that. So the viewers will realize that from that shot, all four of us are in.
Yeah.
Like they can see a white shot.
Yeah.
But from that shot right there, I'm not in. So from that shot, you only see the three women. So when I was like setting up the whole shooting plan, with that, I just wanted to show us. And actually, she said that earlier on, the reason why she wanted us on this couch was to show how cozy and close we are.
We are, yeah.
To have us all sit here, you know, which is something I found incredible.
Yeah.
You know, that's the side of the story that she was telling, and I chose to also tell it on a wide lens. There,
Yeah.
You know, and I just wanted to also get this wide lens to show the fancy set that she designed.
Yeah.
But on that lens, that's my story there.
Yeah.
Because you realize that it's showing all the women, excluding me. I just wanted to show how. I just wanted to show how powerful these women are. You know, like how incredible they are. You know, like in their own right. You know, all three of them.
Yeah.
You know, right
Oh,
there. You know,
Thank
and
you,
to
Terrence.
show how much I appreciate them. So I designed a shot specifically for them.
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah,
We appreciate
We
that.
appreciate
Yeah,
you.
that's my story there.
Get the good angle, guys. I think that's the mirage is that Sharima will come in and say, this is the vision, these are the props, this is how I think the set would be. And then every time you guys go through the lens, the two of you then go, wow, look at that shot. What? And just, you guys just doing that amps us out a little
Yeah.
bit more. We're kind of like, oh, okay, this is sorted. And genuinely, when we look at the footage back, then we get to see that and everything. And I mean, the brands as well. I mean, the reviews are so happy with the footage that you guys present, the concepts and how it comes out, and they really can see the hard work that we put into this show. So we're super excited about that. And obviously, AD, is there a specific like design or just a specific brand that you feel like you would definitely want to work with? Somebody that you want to like get into that and just build that fashion brand and make people understand? Because maybe a brand that you think is misunderstood, actually.
Like I've worked with two brands at the moment.
Yeah.
On a Listen Shade, and Nadine was the first one.
Yeah.
It was so amazing to get to meet someone that had so much talent and had a business was set up on WhatsApp, and she knew exactly where she was going and what she wanted from her brand.
Wasn't her brand a lockdown? Shouldn't she started during lockdown?
Yes, and yeah, she started during lockdown, which is
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And for me, when I actually met her vision, because for me it's all about vision and energy, it matched to what the team, we all had the same vision. And when I got to see her earrings, it was like mind-blowing. And the first thing I thought was, you know what, we need to get her out there. We need to show the world what she's about.
Yeah, she's
The
a
second person was Leather Rock, which my word, when I went into his warehouse, just seeing people working together as a team, creating a product was amazing.
Yeah.
And I found it very interesting, but also I found that, some people have lots still to learn about the industry, and because I come from corporate, I'm willing to share a lot of information on corporate and how they think and what they want from a brand. And but I find that just working with him as a person was amazing, because it's sometimes not easy working with guys, because sometimes their vision to our vision clash, and they don't see what we see. But it was fun. It was fun working with him. It was fun working with the team. It was fun, just Mima coming up with the mood boards and everything she did, and just putting it all together, and just seeing myself as a model Like, I mean, that is a
You
other
were rocking
thing.
it.
And just for me, that kind of boot, it just needed street style.
Mm.
So for me, we needed to be out on the street and we needed to display that boot. And when I actually looked at the footage, I was like, oh my word, this is so amazing
Yeah.
and mind blowing. And I'm actually very happy, and I thank God for the team.
Yes.
Because we can do more, you
Yes.
know, and we're capable of doing better
And greater.
and greater and much more. So yeah, you know.
And I think just to add to that, I think the biggest disappointments we would talk about, because we're loving everything and we're praising everything,
Yeah.
but our disappointments, again, from my perspective, yeah, you can do a lot of planning, and you want to build more content, and you want to collaborate more, because we understand that collaboration is a team effort, and people need to show up and just show out, right?
Yeah.
The perfectionist mentality, it's not wrong, but it can also limit you in terms of your progress, right? I want South Africans to also feel like they can take chances. Take
Yeah.
chance on yourself.
Yeah.
Wherever you are is something, right? Wherever you can be, just take that
step.
moment and that opportunity and just run a mile
Yeah.
with it. It's what you want to say no to, just saying, I'm going to say no to myself and say yes to everything else
Yes.
that has been given to me. And a lot of the times we found teams that were, yes, we will come through and we have something to do, but then they would then get scared and not be able to commit.
Yeah. And then we have to come up with other ideas.
Other ideas.
And we put so much planning
and
in
put so much
it.
Yeah.
planning and
planning.
time into it.
But it's
And
basically just to actually showcase their work.
Yes.
And,
With them.
yeah,
Yeah.
with them. And you know what I love about us as a team is we take your vision and we
exemplify.
bring our vision, and together we build a vision, and it's like
It comes to life.
it comes to life. And you know, we're creating something not just for ourselves but for you as the brand, and you can go out there and learn and grow. And that's what this team is all about, is to empower and to grow, you know,
Yeah.
and to create jobs in our country.
Yeah.
Why wait for people
wait?
to, you know, for other people to do it, you know, take that step of faith.
Yeah, and now for the Lesson Share to first started being a YouTube channel, now it's a website, now it's a content creation machine, now it's you just take these things that you're building step by step, and you get to scale them to levels that can even surprise you. We don't even know where this is gonna all end up,
Yeah.
but we're hoping that if our energies are living and moving in this specific direction, that you guys can,
Yeah.
you know, follow that and maybe be inspired and just come through. Because I think to build this rainbow nation
Yeah,
that we were that we were so aspiring to, it's the idea of your neighbor is not your enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, if there is an abundance of resources.
Yes.
The idea of scarcity and the scarcity mentality has allowed a lot of the structures that have oppressed people to keep staying on.
Yeah.
It is for you to decide that I will not be limited by borders.
Yes.
I will not be limited by my background. I will not be limited by my paper education. I won't be limited by the non-education
Yes.
I don't have. If I say this is what I'm going to do, best believe I will plant that seed and I will keep watering it and watering it and watering it as much as
Yeah.
I go. And one day you'll be surprised because the persistence of that action has energy in it
Yeah.
and it flows
flows.
into it. And all of a sudden this thing, even though you may think the process is 1, 2, 3, it's going to say 1, 2, 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you know, nothing is perfect.
Nothing is perfect.
We're living in an imperfect world.
The imperfection is the
a
perfection.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So don't wait for, this is
to get it
what-
all together, guys. I never had it all together.
do it.
you
Just
know?
do it. Break it.
Yes.
Fail it.
Yes.
Look at it again and go, what the heck was that?
Exactly.
And then come back to it, and one day you won't be saying, what the heck? You'll be saying, oh my
no.
god.
Yeah. What happened?
It won a prize for what?
For years.
Because all you did was you committed to something, you committed to the process, you committed
Yes.
to the energy, and it was positive
Yes.
and it was
Yes.
enlightening. It
Yeah.
had good flow in it. And I think we're such a reflection on that,
Yeah.
and we hope you guys can really feel it.
Yes.
Let's pop these bottles and let's just celebrate the end of just a season.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Give it a moment. Let's go pop these bottles and just cheers to this moment. Thanks, guys. Welcome back, guys. I had to burp. Okay.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys. This is our cheers moment. Oh, guys, it's the end of a season.
Cheers.
Oh, thank you. We will see you guys again soon. We are going to be building an even better product going forward. This has been such a good learning for us as a team. Thank you so much for all the brands for working with us and just having faith in us and just
Yeah.
loving our
Yeah.
stuff. We would like to reach out to all of the designers to get in touch with us. We definitely want to give you guys a platform to talk. And when we say designers, we're talking about art, we're talking about clothing, we're talking about jewelry, we're talking about creatives. Actually, at this point, if you're creative, let's chat. And we definitely want to give a voice to people who don't have that platform, who don't have the luxury of, you know, I produce good art, I produce good creative, I just don't have the platform to communicate, the platform to engage consumers. We will craft the stories, we will create the creative concepts, we will help you with the marketing, and obviously everything is in collaboration with. But we are so excited about this country, we're so excited about its people.
Yes.
We're here in Cape Town, but wherever you guys are, we are with you. The rest of Africa, welcome. Let's open up
Yes.
arms. Let's share resources. Let's gain more abundance living. We'll be back in season 2. Let's see how that abundance keeps going. So let's keep going, guys.
You know, when you speak about sharing resources, when I was eating the strawberry, I asked myself, like when I was looking at it earlier on, like the things on the outside, are they seeds?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because they tasted seedy.
Yeah, they taste that seedy. They were
Yeah.
a little bit hard. Then I asked myself whether they were seeds.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, then when I was thinking, if they are seeds, then we ought to be like that. Wherever we go, we plant,
That's
you know,
seed.
Plant the seed and
Yeah.
someone else will come and water it. And
Yeah.
So the seed will grow.
But that's when you have that, again, that vision of abundance.
Yes.
And abundance is actually spiritual and almost mental
Yes.
first before it comes
Comes
into
to
spiritually
spiritual.
being. So, guys, live abundantly, enjoy, dream big.
Dream big, have no limits.
You have no limits.
yeah,
That's
we
a
serve a
lesson.
limitless God.
That's a lesson shared. Dream big. See you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye bye.
bye bye.
Totsies.
Bye bye.